Live, tackling the topics everyone's talking about online. Share, engage, interact. This is Newsfeed Now.
And a good Monday to you. I'm right behind this, right there. I am Aaron Nolan, and if you are joining us for the first time, thanks for stopping by. Today, we've got 4 big stories that we're going to dive in. We're going to start with a side dish and end with Tiger. We're live as severe weather could impact much of our area as it has already over the weekend, and we are talking about prom season and how to avoid being scammed. Stick around for about 15 minutes. We're live from Augusta, Georgia, but first it's time for the strangest story I've ever heard. Each and every Thanksgiving, folks argue about what starch is best on the dinner table. Is it hash browns, stuffing, dressing? I'm a big advocate for always having mashed potatoes. It's the one side dish that is good each and every day of the year. But what about on your porch? I'll ask you again. It kind of sounds like a question out of Green Eggs and Ham, right? But Dr. Seuss did not write this. Would you like mashed potatoes on your porch? Well, the smash spud is popping up in Mississippi. Margaret Ann Carter has the story.
We need a spoon, and then we would have been set.
Who leaves mashed potatoes on someone's front porch? No, it's not the beginning of a corny joke. It's the question Belhaven neighbors are asking after finding themselves the recipient of this bizarre side dish.
I mean, this neighborhood does a lot of quirky things. We decorate caution road signs, we put Christmas trees in our potholes, so it's not surprising at all, and that's why I love this neighborhood, because they do so many strange things. But it's definitely one of the weirdest things I've seen since living in Jackson.
After posting to Facebook, Jordan Lewis found she wasn't alone.
Found it on their porches, they have found it on their mailboxes, on their cars. We don't know if someone's just playing a prank or if someone just had a lot of leftovers. We're not quite sure.
And whoever was behind the mashed potato mystery was driving all over Belhaven, putting several houses and even streets in between his victims.
I got up and was headed to work at 7 o'clock, and there was just a styrofoam bowl of mashed potatoes on the doorsteps right there.
Stepping out and narrowly missing the bowl, Sebastian Bjarnegård didn't think twice about it. But as news traveled on social media, people hastily started forming their own theories of a mashed potato maniac.
Some people were thinking maybe maybe the mashed potatoes were poisoned to kill animals. I didn't taste it. You know, I have a 3-second rule, so I didn't touch it. But some people were worried. But
others see it as a harmless prank and wonder what the person behind the potatoes will come up with next.
I hope they just keep doing stuff like this. I think they'd be hysterical.
I know. I wonder what they'll do next.
It's like a whole Thanksgiving meal.
All right, Margaret Ann now joins us from Jackson, Mississippi. Margaret, I'm curious, what was the initial reaction? Because how our business works is you got to pitch stories. You got to tell your boss how these stories are going to work. How did you pitch this story to your boss and say, I want to go talk about mashed potatoes all afternoon?
Well, I think it's just as crazy as it sounds. And so as soon as I pitched it, actually happening, we have to go check it out, right?
Yeah, I agree with that instantly. Is it a crime? I mean, is there criminal activity going on here? Or is it a gift from an unsuspecting neighbor?
So I think that some people thought that they were poisoned to hurt the animals, but then other people were saying no, that they were left up on cars and in mailboxes and stuff. So they were thinking that maybe it was just a harmless prank, and that's what I hope it was. Thankfully, I can say that nobody tasted it. So, I mean, because any mashed potatoes left out for that long can't be good for you.
Well, there's milk in mashed potatoes. I mean, let's think about that. I'm bringing up a picture right now on your Twitter page. It doesn't really, to me, look like appetizing mashed taters. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? I've never really had anything in my mashed potatoes, maybe some chives or something, but people said that they were, for lack of a better word, they were a little bit chunky.
They were chunky. They were lumpy. Yeah.
Isn't that disgusting? And they had also been sitting out, so I can't imagine that they were the prettiest consistency and color. Oh. And just, ugh.
Yeah, they don't look too moist there like they're supposed to be, right?
Yeah, they don't look anything like they're supposed to.
Hey, real quick, this is a story that has gained some national traction as well. Tell me about how many folks have really picked up on this one.
Yeah, I saw the other day that the Washington Post was saying something about it, and then it's been all over, you know, in every state, all over national news. and I never would have thought that this would be the story that would really break it all for me.
Hey,
Who
look,
would ever think that it would be around mashed potatoes?
yeah,
But
Margaret Ann, we will take it any way that we can get it. Real quick, follow Margaret Ann right now. Her Twitter handle, I'm looking for it. I'll follow you. Margaret Ann WJTV.
WJ.
Got it. All right, thank you so much.
More
Appreciate you
cool
taking the
stories
time.
to come.
One
All
tater
right,
tell at
thank
a
you.
time. Absolutely. Have a good one. Thank you so much. This time of year, we are right in the middle of severe weather season. Our local weather folks are constantly looking for the next system that could impact our area. Recently, 8 people died and hundreds were displaced after storms hit the south. It happened over the weekend. One of the hardest hit areas, East Texas, where multiple tornadoes touched down, ripping through several communities. Trent Bennett has the story.
I used to see everybody on the news and had a tornado.
You never thought it would be you?
Never.
For Sandra Verdell and her husband Byron, it would happen to them, and it would destroy the place they've called home for 18 years.
I was just doing like this, and I just covered up. And I was praying, and then a big board back there in the backyard, like, shielded me.
I heard my husband jump on a trailer, and he was like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm buried up under all this stuff."
And while Sandra was searching for her husband, their 10-year-old terrier Bella was sniffing out her own search for the tiniest members of their family. You see 2 of her puppies there, but that meant 2 others were still missing.
So I got to try to go over here and try to rumble through this stuff.
And we helped them. This moment, the search came to an end.
Everybody's counted for.
Everybody counted for. We didn't lose nobody.
Before 1:30 this afternoon, what I'm standing on was the Verdell residence, and what you're seeing right here was the front door to their home that they had lived in for 18 years. After the storm, their belongings and keepsakes submerged in a swamp.
It is what it is. Can't stop God's work, so just got to take the bitter with the sweet.
But this family's resilience is shining through and will continue as they rebuild from rubble.
Olivia Sandusky is joining us now from Alto, Texas. You know, these are not easy stories to cover, Olivia. What is kind of your emotion when you stepped on the ground there and you saw what was left behind from those storms?
Yeah, pretty intense to see. I mean, you're going through neighborhoods and streets where you know homes once were, and all you can really see is just rubble left behind. And it's sad because you will find a keepsake, you'll find a family photo, you know, a dinner plate, anything that reminds you there was a home once there. And it's just, it's hard to imagine what they go through and, you know, that feeling when you walk through, but quite a sight to see.
What's going on behind you right now?
Yeah, I'm actually at one of the collection centers right here. You can see them all working in the background. This is the Tyler Type 1 Diabetes Foundation. They've been gathering supplies that they're going to bring out to the people who, when I was out there all day yesterday, they were saying there's a lot of members in Alto who have diabetes, and when these storms hit, all of their supplies just either were ruined or they can't find them anywhere. So this group is here and they're collecting to go and donate to everybody in need.
How much have you seen that the communities are coming together to help others who have been affected?
I think that has been the biggest positive takeaway. I talked to so many people yesterday that were saying it's sometimes hard to deal with, but these tragic storms, anything, you know, the loss of life, it just brings the communities together. Everyone's rallying, and it's not just Alto. You have, I mean, this group here from Tyler, you have so many other groups, other cities trying to see how they can help. And I think it just shows that East Texas really is just one. You know, we're all out here trying to help each other. And I know that the people of Alto feel that because that's what I saw yesterday.
Olivia reporting for us. Olivia, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time. Really, all of us here in the South come together and send our love and support there to those folks there in East Texas. And, you know, another round of severe weather could be coming your way. Stay tuned right here to Newsfeed Now. We'll definitely keep you updated as more storms possibly hit our area. Again, we're right in the middle of severe weather season. We're going to get this type of cycle for the next several weeks, if not in the next couple of months. There's one night that many teens circle on their calendar. They dress to the nines and spend way too much money on flowers and food. It's prom season. Man, I remember the first time I spent nearly $100 for my girlfriend's dinner. Whew, that hit me hard. Way too young to spend that kind of money. But what happens when someone steals all that joy meant for prom season? Well, probably some tears for teens and some PO'd parents. In North Louisiana and southern Arkansas, one family thinks they were scammed when a dress they bought never showed up. Bria Jones has the story.
This is the dress 17-year-old Zakari Smith wore to her senior prom. A gown she found the morning of the big night after her mother says she and her date were scammed out of nearly $2,000.
Everything had to be bought over because we had no suit, no dress, none of that.
Back in October, Tubbs says she reached out to Deja Stevenson, a fashion designer in Dallas, to get a custom dress for her daughter. She says she then signed a contract, and the designer asked her to gather a group of girls to style for senior prom.
She prayed off for kids because she got the kids' attention knowing that they're going to come to their parents. It's their senior prom, so what parent is not going to go all out?
Tubbs says Stevenson would contact her through different numbers and on Facebook, but as it got closer to the day, she received nothing but the runaround.
She ended up texting me at 5:13 saying that the sewing machine messed up and a lady that lives an hour away was on the way to get the part.
Hours later, no dress or suit and $1,700 down the drain. Hi, Deja. This is Bria Jones. We reached out for answers, but have yet to hear back. In the meantime, Tubbs says she wants other parents to be aware, and she won't stop spreading the word until something is done.
The thing that made me think, you know, I'm just not going to stop until I can stop her is when I seen my baby cry Friday night. When I seen my baby cry Friday night, that took me to a whole nother level.
All right, Bria now joins us live. Bria, these stories are difficult. Tell me a little bit about what that teen's response was when she realized she wasn't going to have a dress and had to really go scrambling. All right, sounds like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties with Bria. So what we're going to do, so if you don't know about our show, everything is done right here. This is kind of our center for all things news. So I'm going to call her again. Let's see if this works. Everything we're doing is on FaceTime right now. So let's give it a shot. We want to find out more information here. That's not the right number. See, I'm even calling the wrong number right now. Trying to do all of this and talk at the same time. It's like me trying to chew gum and walk at the same time. Doesn't really work a lot of times. All right, so let's give her a call one more time, see if Bria can bring us more information about, you know, prom season is so important to so many teens. So it would be great. All right, Bria, are you there? Bria? All right, Bria's still not there. Matt Sill, do you remember your prom?
No, not really.
You don't remember it at all?
It wasn't very memorable. It was, you went and had dinner and then I went to the dance.
Could you imagine if somebody tried to scam you out of it though? I mean, that would be horrible, right?
Well, luckily for me, I'm a guy, so I don't have to buy the $1,000 dress to get scammed out of.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But definitely it would be something tough to take. All right, so no Bria this afternoon. That's okay. We're going to move on and talk about what was my favorite story from Sunday, from the weekend. The numbers are in, and there's no denying who won Sunday. Sure, Tiger Woods had the green jacket, won his 15th major title. But listen to this. 21% of TVs that were on from 10 a.m. to 1:30 yesterday were watching a tradition unlike any other. More than 1/5 of everyone was watching the Masters. Now, as for what they saw, it was unbelievable. Andy Shogels has more.
It's the putt that caps off one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. 11 years, nearly 4,000 days since his last major victory, Tiger Woods is a Masters champion once again. The 43-year-old walking off the green to delirious cheers and putting on the green jacket for the 5th time.
Did you ever think this day would come, and how does it feel?
Yeah, I did think it would come, just because of what I did last year. I knew it was in me. No. Did I know it was going to be this week? No. But I had a good feeling that the way I was shaping the golf ball that I was going to be in the mix.
Praise came pouring in from decorated athletes, avid golfers like President Trump and former President Obama, and golf great Jack Nicklaus, who still holds the record for green jackets with 6. The win completing an improbable return to the top after a series of personal scandals that could have been career-ending.
They did not do these things. I did.
And debilitating injuries that took a toll on Woods.
I could barely walk. I couldn't sit, couldn't lay down. I really couldn't do much of anything.
Woods underwent 4 back surgeries, including a career-saving spinal fusion in 2017 that prevented him from swinging a golf club for months. But the former #1 would not quit and is now celebrating another win where he won his first major 22 years ago. Wood sharing an emotional moment with his 10-year-old son Charlie, mirroring the embrace he shared with his late father in 1997.
You joked before that your kids think of you as the video game golfer because they had never seen you win a major. And what was that moment like when your son Charlie jumped in your arms?
Surreal. You know, I did the same thing to my dad, and now I'm the dad with my son doing the same thing. So it's amazing how life evolves, it changes. It's hard to comprehend right now. I mean, honestly, I've just only been a few hours out of winning the tournament. I'm still trying to enjoy it and trying to figure out that I won it. I know I have the green jacket on, but it's still, I think it's going to take a little bit of time for it to sink in.
All right, Andy, thank you so much. Again, having a little bit of technical difficulties here, but I can talk a little golf. We were going to go live to Ashley Osborne from Augusta, who was there covering the event for us last week. You heard from Ashley every day last week. Unfortunately, we can't get her on the phone right now. But if we jump over, Tim, here to this first computer that I'm looking at, I'm going to read a few things. The last time Tiger won the Masters was in 2005. These were the things that happened in 2005. Xbox 360 debuted. I owned that for a minute. YouTube was founded. Season 1 of The Office premiered. The best picture was Avatar. The #1 song, Trey, you'll appreciate this.
I do.
Candy Shop by 50 Cent.
I'm dancing to it right now.
iPhones did not exist the last time Tiger won a major. Matt Sewell, can you sing Candy Shop for us? You're a trained singer.
I don't know that song.
You don't know 50 Cent's Candy Shop?
I really don't.
You're not going to take us to the candy shop?
No.
He won't even turn around and look at us right now. Wow. It was huge, though. And if you really think about the numbers, I want to talk about the numbers for just a second. 21% of every TV on in America was watching the Masters. Remember, this is golf, folks. This is not, football. This is not the Super Bowl. But 21%, and I'm a huge golf fan. I love golf, and I'm in the minority. I'm okay with that. But this guy transcends the game. And then you get him hugging on Charlie like that, his son. I mean, you get choked up. Me as a dad, I almost shed a tear. And I don't cry over anything. I kind of consider myself a tough guy. But then he's hugging his mom, who was there in 2005 when his dad was there as well. Very special moment. Went on to hug his daughter, Sam. There he is getting the green jacket, his 5th jacket. Such a cool opportunity. And I'm going to shed a little light on you when it comes to the Masters. That's not a green jacket that Tiger Woods could keep. Did you know that, Randy? He does not get to keep that jacket. He can wear it for 1 year, and then it stays on the grounds at Augusta and can only be worn when he's at the golf course. He can only keep it for 1 year. So much cool tradition there about the Masters, and I'm sure you at home, maybe watching at work, at the gym, wherever you may be, you probably took in a little golf this weekend. Thanks for joining us for Newsfeed Now. I'm Aaron Nolan. That is all the time we have for today. I'm going to go to CrossFit now, guys. I'll see you later.